Girl, let me tell you a story. So a couple of years ago, this guy took me on a date for my birthday. He said, Danielle, I'll be at your place about 5 o'clock. Cool. He pulls up to my crib in a red Stingray Corvette. First of all, you must have forgot who you were dating. So I got in the car like... Then I got out the car like... Big girl problem.
Go big girl, what you gon' do? Go big girl, what you gon' do? Go big girl, what you...
Sorry. Next time, pick me up in a Buick. I don't have time for that, girl. Welcome back, sis. I went ahead and did my eyebrows and primed my eye. So we're going to go ahead and dip into this Nomad Palette from Juvia's Place. Going into that dark brown, putting it on the outside of my lid, hitting that inner V right above the crease and just below. Going into this dark olive green color, putting that right on top of that dark brown. And a lot of times you got to make sure that you pull down your lid so that you can get those crease areas, because you don't want to get stuck. Going into this olive green color, a little bit of a lighter olive green, and putting it on top of that darker green. Just patting that. And I'm flipping that brush per usual. Next, going into this shimmer, shiny, yellowish color. It's beautiful, like a mustard color. And I am putting that on the inner corner of my eyelid. And I'm tapping that and sweeping up so that I can blend it into that olive green color. Yellow is one of my favorite colors. You know what I'm saying? Don't judge me for using yellow all the time. Anyway, just packing that color on, building it to intensify the color. Next, I'm going into this light brown. It's like a brownish orange color. And I am using this as my transitional shade. The only issue is that the shade wasn't quite dark enough, or in my opinion, pigmented enough to blend out those harsh lines. So I did end up dipping into a darker orange. Going into this Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, dipping it into this orange brownish color. It's a deeper shade. And I am using soft circular strokes with a fluffy brush from the front to the back. And as you can see, it is blending into those harsh lines. And I'm using this as my transitional shade. Next, I went and used a M506 brush from Morphe, just to blend it out just a little bit more. You want your look to be as seamless as possible. Then I went back in with the brushes that I used before just to clean up a little bit more. And I switched and used a clean brush just to make sure that everything was blended. Using my handy dandy tape and my favorite liner from Stila Cosmetics. This is waterproof stay all day liner. And I'm using that to do my wing. It's lash time. I'm using the Flare SD43. And I'm going to be honest, I can't stand putting on my lashes because I get so focused. My face gets out of the frame. So I'm just going to let you watch me do this, okay? DJ face. Using this eyeliner to conceal that lash band. And now I'm going to go in using Damn Girl by Too Faced Cosmetics. And I'm blending in those falsies with my real lashes. Now using NYX Studio Perfect Photo Loving Primer to prime my face. Once I applied my primer, I let that sit for about 2 or 3 minutes before putting on my foundation. Next, I'm going in with this Sephora 10-Hour Wear Matte Foundation. Putting that all over my face and pressing it into the skin using my handy dandy E31 brush from Morphe Cosmetics. Now, a lot of people do get afraid when they're putting on their foundation because it'll be a little bit orangey or ashier than normal, but a lot of times you have to give makeup time to oxidize, and sometimes it'll take a minute, sometimes it'll take 2 or 3 minutes, but if it's sitting on your face for about, I don't know, 10 minutes and it's still orange, then you might need to use another color. Now going in with ColourPop No Filter Concealer. Bruh. And of course I am highlighting under my eyes, above my brows, on my chin, right above my cupid's bow, and the arch of my nose. Now using Super Stay Foundation from Maybelline to contour. This is in the color Espresso. And of course you want to go around the entire perimeter of your face and right under your jaw and right under your chin. And let the blending begin. So now if you notice the way that I'm blending with this beauty blender, I use the tip just to get into those tight areas of under the eye, but then I flip it onto the bottom to blend out that highlight a little bit more. The butt part, that's what I call it. I don't know if that's what it's called, but that's what I call it. But it does a really great job of blending that highlight in so that it'll be seamless. So like I said before, a lot of people like to use brushes. I don't. It's a technique that I am willing to try though, but I've never tried it before. But the beauty blender works for me for right now, whatever. I be boiling on a budget. I be boiling on a budget. Girl, let me tell you something. I don't care what nobody say. Blending is cardio. I be tired. Now I'm going in with the Saharn blush palette from Juvia's Place, and I'm dipping it into the color Abbey. This is to set that contour. Now, if you notice, I did not cream contour my nose. So what I decided to go ahead and do was just to use the setting powder that I decided to use and just to create that contour. So I'm going from the top of my eyebrow down to the tip of my nose. Then I went in with Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder, and this is to set that under eye highlights and all the highlighted areas of my face. Now using Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder and putting that all over my face. Also using the soft brush. This is like my holy grail. Like, I use this and my whole look just melts together. Like, I love this stuff. I love it. Using that blush palette again and going into the color Toby, and I just tap each cheek and then blend that in. Next, I'm going in with the Honor Roll highlighter palette from the Crayon case, and I'm putting that right above my eyebrows, on the high points of my cheeks, my cupid's bow, the tip of my nose, and the arch of my nose. Next, I'm going in with NYX glitter primer for my tear duct, using Glam Beauty glitter. This is in the color Jasmine. And I'm just placing those glitter flakes right in my tear duct area. Now for lips, I'm using Chocolate Wasted from Dose of Colors. And this is an ombre look, so I'm starting with the darker color first, of course. Then I decided to use Biscotti, and this is from Stila Cosmetics, and I'm putting that on the inside of that brown. And with a dense blending brush, I am blending out that ombre. And to finish up this look, I'm using Studio Fix setting spray. And that's it, y'all. And thank you so much for joining me for this tutorial. Make sure you follow me on the social media platforms: YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. But you know what? Until next time, holla at your girl. I'm out.